Hello everyone, this is Nighthawk's Blade here in my beautiful suit Polaris. Today we are going to be addressing a very very serious issue in the furry fandom, which is character theft. This happens very often, and I will be discussing the difference between character theft and an inspired design. So let's get started. So, let's say that you're scrolling TikTok one day, as let's be honest, most of us do at this point, and you don't yet have your own character, but you see a character that you really like. And you want your character to look like that. The question is, what do you do? Well, there's two ways people go about this. There's the way that you should go, which is making an inspired design off that character. Or you can go another way and steal your character. Now I'm going to touch on both of these. So, if you decide to go down the route, which is the best route you can go down, of making an inspired design. Well, what is an inspired design? An inspired design is looking at a creator's or the original creator's design and thinking, hey, I really like that design, but I want to respect that creator and what they do. So an inspired design is basically taking what that character looks like and obviously making a design inspired off of that. Like, for instance, I have my Dinomask character, Blade, black Dinomask with, an upside down white V going on the top of the head and in a regular gray V going on the bottom. I had a creator that made unfortunately they didn't ask me if they could do this, which if you're going to make an inspired design off somebody, always ask, because not every creator likes this. Always ask if you want to make an inspired design off somebody, ask the creator if you can or if they're okay with it, and work with them on the design. But this creator, instead of doing the gray V on the bottom, they just did the gray stripe. And they did something similar to the upside down white V, but they just took it back, like instead of having it like meet at a point, like right in here, they just took it back as a stripe that went almost all the way to the back of the head. And they switched the colors on the two stripes on the bottom jaw. That is an example of an inspired design, not a copy. Again, unfortunately, they did not ask me if they could do this, so I'm actually uncomfortable with their design. They have since retired that mask. But if you come across a design you want and you make an inspired design, you're gonna first want to ask the creator, like, hey, do you mind if I make a design or a character inspired off yours? I think your design's really cool. If they say yes, which again, not all creators will tell you yes. If they tell you no, you just kind of have to cut your loss and be like, oh, okay, well, I'll just make my own design then. And if anybody tells you that they claim a color palette, you can't claim a color palette. So like, in that instance, you could use the same colors as them, but you cannot use the same markings. But in the instance where the creator's like, yeah, you can make an inspired design, what you would do is you would take their character's color palette and their designs, and you would alter them significantly. Like, significantly. Like, say if somebody were to take an inspired design off of Polaris, instead of making an exact copy of Polaris, what they would have to do is make this little black thing, make that a stripe, make my little, the little diamonds I have on the cheekbones, make them like circled squares, and do the star and the diamond differently. Like, maybe make the diamond bigger, or something like that. Not close enough to where you can say, hey, my design's inspired off them, but not to where it's like, oh, it's an exact copy, or you're copying part of their design. That's kind of how you would make that type of design. Or what some people will do in the situation where they find somebody that they really like their design and want that character's design is they will steal it. Now, I have noticed that in my time in the furry fandom, that most of the people that steal designs are younger furs, normally minors, that don't understand that that's a bad thing to do. And they don't know any better. So they'll take the design and they'll be like, what's the big deal? It's just a design. And they don't understand that when you design a character yourself, it's not just a design. That design and that character represents almost like an extension of your being. It's called a fursona for a reason. A furry persona. And a persona is basically like a personality, if you will, is the best way to put it. Like your personality. Yeah, how a fursona is how you want to be seen and portray yourself in the fandom as a character. That's what a fursona is. So if you steal somebody's fursona, you're basically trying to steal their personality at that point. And newer furs, especially minors that haven't had to deal with college classes and the idea of plagiarism, don't understand that this is wrong. So what do you do in the instance if your design is stolen? Because most of the time when you find a stolen design, their response is going to be, well, who cares, it's just a design, it's no big deal. The best way to deal with this issue is to find the original creator of the design, let that creator know, and let the creator handle it. Because if the creator needs or wants your help, they'll ask you. The worst thing you can do in this case is bully them. Because if you bully somebody for taking a design, yeah, you might feel better about yourself, but this person will either A, fully leave the fandom and never leave learn their lesson, B, steal another design, probably your own if you're the one confronting them and bullying them, steal it for spite, or C, they will then refuse to change it because they don't respect anybody, even the creator, enough in order to change it. Because they will use that, or the fans of this creator bullying them, as a stance of, well, you bullied me, so therefore I can take your design. They will try to use it as a stance. So just the best way to do it, instead of like bullying them or harassing them or anything, is just be like, just send the username or the video or whatever, find the original creator and let the original creator know and handle it. That is the best way to deal with that solution. And the creator, if they need your help, they will tell you. Now, in some instances, the original creator design is blocked. This means that that person does know what they're doing is wrong, but refuses to change it. So in that instance, just a quick little report and a block. You don't you're better than harassing them and bullying them. There's no point in doing that. If the creator of the original design tried to handle the design theft and ended up getting blocked, just report the person that stole the design. That's all you gotta do. You don't have to interact with them. You don't have to egg them on or anything like that. Simple as that. Now, when we go to stolen content, because the other issue is stolen art, stolen videos, and stuff like that. You're going to handle that pretty much the same way as a stolen character design, where you're just going to message the original creator and be like, hey, this person's stealing your videos, this person's tracing your art, and let the original creator handle that. Because that creator, the original creator of the design, is honestly, in any situation like that, is going to have a better idea of the situation that's going on, and knows a better way of handling that. And also is in a better position to handle it. Because say you report somebody for stealing a video on TikTok, if you're not the original creator, TikTok's not going to care. But if you're the original creator of that video and somebody steals your video that you made, you have a better stance to get that solved than just an onlooker trying to solve it for the creator. I hope this helps, and I hope this kind of clears anything up. I would like to do a Q&A at some point, so if you have any questions for me, any topics you would want me to discuss, please leave a comment, and I will take a look at them. And if you like what I talked about and want to see more of these types of videos, please like and subscribe, all of that fun jazz, like every YouTube video. But you guys have a wonderful night, and I will see you again soon, hopefully.